What's up, YouTube? So back again with another video, and today we will be installing the harness bar that I showed you guys in the previous video. And so yeah, let's get started. Alright, so there's the harness bar from the previous video, and we're gonna go ahead and install it on the Civic, whatever. And so yeah. So like I said in actually my introduction video, my bad, I accidentally hit the screen door behind me. My car is being used as a storage, as you guys can see here. It sucks. I don't like having all this random ass shit in my car, but whatever. So these are, well, this is my Takata harness that I have. Right now I have these back, so I have these stock seat, the shoulder belts or whatever. I have those actually bolted into the stock railing of the stock seat. Probably not the safest, but it actually works. They feel pretty strong, and so hopefully those will be fine there. Well, those were fine there for now. Hopefully, we can get this harness bar in, and then I don't have to deal with that sketchiness anymore. This the lap belts or whatever, I actually have this one connected to where the stock seatbelt goes in. I actually have it bolted in with the stock bolt in there. I can't really show you guys. But yeah, there's a stock bolt that holds this in, and I actually have the stock bolt holding this one in. Alright, so this lap belt's actually into another stock mounting point for the stock seat belts. It's actually right there. You can kind of see it right there. That silver, whatever is the bolt, the stock bolt that's actually holding that one in. And yeah, so the basic idea of the harness bar, this goes from the stock mounting points there, and then down there on both sides. This side's gonna be a little difficult to get to, just because of all the shit that's here. So I'm gonna have to get rid of all this. But yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first thing you're gonna need is tools, and your harness bar that I actually have in here right now. I have the supports or whatever down there, the hardware's right there. And so yeah, you're gonna need your tools. So first thing you want to do is remove this little cover that goes here, and to expose that bolt, which is a 17. This one's a 17. I forgot what size those ones are. But yeah, so that's 17. Then you want to do the same thing to the other side. And I just set these aside somewhere. And yeah, so you can see that side and this side. And as you can tell, I've already removed the stock seatbelt from this side, just because I had the harness and I didn't want to have that ugly stock seatbelt just dangling there, not being used. Didn't have no purpose. And I actually didn't have it completely removed. It's actually just tucked in behind this cover that's here. But yeah, so you're gonna want to go ahead and remove those two bolts from both sides. And I did already test fit this harness bar to make sure it fits, and I already, that side's already pretty loose, this side's already pretty loose. And so it's not going to be, so it shouldn't be too bad for me to remove this. I don't really have a place to set my camera, so I'm just going to do, my best here. The lighting in here sucks. Can't see anything, man. So you're gonna want to go ahead and move both sides. And so I'll be back once I get both sides, you know, done. Like, alright, so as you can see, I got this bolt out, and I will still leave the passenger side seatbelt in. You know, I'm not gonna remove that just because I don't have another harness yet for the passenger, and because I didn't really need one. I honestly don't need you know, a harness at all, but I like the way they look, and I will be getting a racing seat for the driver's side anyways, and so I thought it all could just, you know, go together and whatnot. So that's why I do have one. And so yeah, I got these the bolts out, you know, the other one's right here. Since I already removed this side, this one, you know, just comes all the way out, unlike this one over here, it just sits in there. So yeah, so getting this in there, this is, you know, gonna sit something like that on that side and this side, and it's hard to do it with one hand, because you really do need both, and it's hard to do it, you know, one hand holding the camera and then one hand trying to hold this harness bar up and then get the bolt in. And I'm here by myself, I don't have anyone helping me right now. Alright, so I was able to get the camera set up in the back of my car. Alright, finally got that side in. Threaded enough to where it'll hopefully stay. So let's try and let's see here. See if we can get a better shot from this side. So pretty much what I was trying to do on the first side is just line up like that. Like, look how easy this side was. So much easier. Like it's an easy install, but it's also hard at the same time, just because I'm doing it by myself. If I was doing it if I had like Adriel or, you know, one of my other friends here, then it definitely would have gone a lot faster. I would have been able to do, you know, like that, pretty much. But yeah, so kind of struggled. I got the two bolts lined up. I just got to tighten them down, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I got this side all bolted up. And nice and snug. This side looks kind of weird just because right here where this gap is where the stock seatbelt would be. So what I was thinking of doing is loosening them up, and then there's a washer in here that I could probably just remove, and then it should just slide in all the way. So we'll try and do that right now. So I'll come back. If it doesn't work, you know, it doesn't work. Hopefully it works, but let's find out. Alright, so like I said, I was gonna try to remove a washer and stuff that was in here on this side, and I was able to do it, but it doesn't really matter because it only gave me so much like extra room. Alright, so I got these I don't know what they're called, like supports or whatever. Got them out of their packaging. I have the hardware right here. So we're gonna have to just take out the, I don't have a light, hold on, give me a sec. So you're just gonna have to remove that bolt right there. It's a 17, same size as this one up here, so not too bad. The hardware it comes with has like two different size bolts. You can see them right there. One's longer than the other one. I think that long ass one goes on the bottom. If I remember correctly, this one's pretty long. But we'll see right now once I get that out. And so I'm gonna go ahead and remove those and give you an update right now. Got this long ass bolt out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this in because I don't have too much memory left, and just because it's gonna be a lot easier just to do it with one hand or with 2 hands instead of just one. And so I'll come back once I actually get in and let you know how it went. Alright, so here's the final product on this side. So I went ahead and just used one washer here, a smaller washer. They're thick washers. I don't know if they're actual washers or whatever, but I got a small one there, a bigger one here. I probably could have used like an actual like washer for this one, but it should be fine. This side tightened down. So what I had and did on the bottom is I just had that bowl. I have the stock seat on the outside, and then I have the like support bar on the inside, a washer in between them, and then on this side I have one of these thick ones, and then I had the like locking washer or whatever. I don't remember exactly where this one went, but didn't need it. That's not going anywhere. That's gonna be sick once I actually get that's another thing that I'm gonna do today, is get it all up in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do that side off camera, just because I pretty much showed you how to do it. It's simple. Take this bolt out, throw this in, line them up on both sides, and then yeah. So I'll come back right now once I get to the other side. Alright guys, so I had to run home real quick just to get this other bolt, just because the way I have, since I actually have my harness on this one, the way the harness clips in, it has this weird these little clips or whatever, and so to clip those ones in, you actually have to have one of these, and it came with my harness, so I just threw these ones in, and so this is what I was using to hold my harness into the stock hole that's down there. And so yeah, so that one's obviously not long enough, and so I had to go home, run on Tim over to my dad's house and get the other stock bolt to use, and then it looks kind of fucking janky or whatever, but the way I have it set up with all these washers and shit. But that's just so there's not too much like play or whatever. So yeah, that's, more than enough threads than I need. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and install this one right now, and then I'll come back once I get this top one in and it's all good to go. Alright, so I just got this one in right here. That one's in, got those ones in. That one's in, the one down there's in, and then I got this one down here in. And so, like, I was giving this thing, fucking shaking the fuck out of it, and it shakes the whole damn car. So it's just not going anywhere. The only thing that's kind of sketchy is that this shit moves around and whatnot. I just wish they could stay like right there, or that I could just remove these ones. And I probably can just remove this or whatever, but I'd have to undo the stitching and all that. But so don't want to do that. Alright, so my batteries died when I was recording that last clip about when I was showing you guys how everything's bolted down nice and tight. And I said I was gonna come up here and adjust the harness, because it changes like how the length or whatever of where I had it to where it sits now. So yeah, I went ahead and did all that. It fits good now. The harness bar is fucking amazing. I love it. The car's coming together real nice. Like I said in other videos, I'm gonna get a bucket seat. I already got the harness bar. I'm gonna get a bucket seat. It's gonna go in the Civic. It's gonna be sick. I'm gonna record it. I'll show you guys how to do all that. So yeah. So that's pretty much all I got today. Got the harness bar in. Everything's Gucci. Fucking harness is Gucci. And yeah. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you want to see more. And make sure to stay tuned.